Hi, I'm Tammy Jones, Family Consumer Science Educator with OSU Extension in Pike County.
Hi, I'm Will Hamman, Agriculture and Natural Resource Educator with OSU Extension in Pike County.
We're here today to give updates to our 4-H program, which is up and running for the 2019-2020 4-H year, which actually began in October. So we've got lots of things planned. We want to make sure everyone's aware of them so no one misses out. And most of all, we want to invite anyone that is either never been or a former 4-H member to come out and support 4-H and join in this year. We've got lots of dates and things coming up, so we want to be sure you're aware of them. So Will, you want to tell them about your QA coming up?
Yeah, the next quality assurance is going to be on January 25th. That's going to be hosted in the Art Hall on the fairgrounds, and that's going to be a general animal quality assurance. It's going to be from 10 to 12 in the morning on that Saturday, and it's going to go over the good production practices for this 4-H season, and then in addition to some more general quality care of animal scenarios. Go ahead.
So Will, who needs to attend the QA sessions?
So anyone who is taking a livestock project for the 2019-2020 year, who has not attended a quality assurance already for this 4-H season, or has not taken the test out option, which would exempt them from taking a quality assurance in their career for a certain amount of time.
How many of these QA sessions does each 4-Her need to attend?
So each 4-Her needs to attend one of these a year, with the exception of that test out option, which I'll talk about more in a minute.
Okay, great. So getting that in early is always a great idea because it needs to be done, I believe, by the end of early June.
Yes, June 1st is our deadline for that. And then, as kids get out of school, summers get busier, get later into even the spring. The spring will get busier with sports and other things. So schedule those in early as you can, and we'll go over more dates coming up.
Okay, and just a reminder, January 31st is the last day for new clubs to be organized and approved through our office. So if you are considering starting a club, or a club is going to divide, sometimes clubs get really big and then they kind of split and have an additional club. Any of that paperwork needs to be turned in and approved to our office before January 31st, so keep that in mind if you're considering that.
So if I wanted to start a club, what do I do to do that?
You would come into the office or contact us, and we can send that out email or fax as well, the forms to get that started and kind of get you up and running. There are a few requirements about you need to have at least 5 members and a few other things that you would need to be aware of before starting that club. And then the next thing we have coming up on February the 3rd, we are transitioning to 4-H enrollment online for all of our clubs this year. This is a transition year, so we are offering this, and we're offering help for families or individuals or even entire clubs to come into our office February 3rd from 4 to 7 p.m. We will be open. We'll be there to help you. You just can come in, and we have the computers there. They can get enrolled. You do need the adult or the parent to come in with the 4-H member, as well as having a active email address, and that's really all you need to do. You can choose your projects, get everything set up, and get that taken care of. On February 3rd, we'll have those extended hours.
And that's pretty easy to do too. We've had people come in and tell us it's easy as well. That's just there to help people if they don't have internet access, or if they want some additional assistance doing that. It's a pretty quick and easy enrollment, and we'd be glad to help you guys out on that date.
And we also have the step-by-step directions if you want to do it at home. We'd be happy to provide you with that as well, but we are offering this additional help.
Okay. The next thing we want to talk about is the next quality assurance event that's going to be happening on February 10th. And what's going on there is a test out option from 3 to 5 in the afternoon at our office on the fairgrounds. The way this works is a 4-Her can test out of quality assurance based on their age. So the earliest you could test out would be the 4-H age of 12, and that range is from 12 to 14. You would come in and take a paper test, and you're required to get a 70% on that exam. If a 12-year-old to a 14-year-old takes the test, passes it, they are exempt from taking a quality assurance for those 3 years, 12, 13, and 14. The next age range is 15 to 18. So if a 4-H participant, 4-H age 15 to 18, comes in and takes the test out option, they again have to get a 70% to pass, but then that would exempt them from quality assurance for the rest of their 4-H tenure. So 15 to 18-year-olds can take that, and then they would have quality assurance needs met for the rest of their 4-H stint. And again, if you're 12 to 14, you can take it and test out that 12 to 14 range. If you test out at the ages of 12 to 14, you are then required to attend a quality assurance the year following your test out, and then you can take the test out again for the remaining years after that.
So great opportunities.
Absolutely.
A few more options than we've had in the past. So
Yes.
we're happy to be able to provide those this year. And additionally, on that same date, February 10th, we'll again have office hours from 4 to 7 so that clubs and families can come in and do the online enrollment also.
And then the next date, on February 17th, there's another in-person quality assurance training. If you didn't make the quality assurance test out option, or you didn't want to do that, we have another in-person training. This is our third opportunity we've had. It'll be on February 17th, again in the Art Hall on the fairgrounds from 10 to 12 again on that Saturday. This will be another general animal quality assurance, going over basic quality care of animals, and then the 3 good production practices for this 4-H season.
And on the same date, Monday, February the 17th, we'll be offering our annual advisor and volunteer training. It will be held at the Pike CTC beginning with 5:30 with registration and dinner. And then we have a full evening planned of training and information to help clubs and advisors get started, and especially our new volunteers. So there's a multitude of things that will happen that night. This is a mandatory training for every advisor. So advisors have been made aware of this, but just a good reminder that February 17th will be that next opportunity. And then that will be followed up with a March 2nd date. This one offers a variety of things. One of the things, in addition to the 1.50 training that volunteers must have, is an additional training for new advisors, as well as the occasional quantity cooks training, which is required for individuals who will be working in the kitchen during the fair. So that training will be on March the 2nd, and that will actually be at the Extension office. So those are 2 trainings coming up for the adults of the programs, in addition to the things we have set for the kids.
Okay, that sounds like a good opportunity. On March 9th, there'll be another enrollment assistance night at the fairgrounds in our office from 4 to 7. So again, if you need help getting enrolled 4-H online, you can come to our office again on March 9th, and we can help you go through that, and that's from 4 to 7.
And we're well aware that this is a change and something different, and we're offering these evening opportunities so that this can all be done before our deadline, which is coming up middle of March. So we want to make sure that families have had opportunities, and clubs, if the entire club wants to come in, advisors can bring their club in. Again, you need to have the adult, and you need to have an email, and then the 4-H member present in order to make that happen. But it really is a very quick process. It doesn't take that long. Also, you'd have the opportunity to look through the project guide to see what projects you want to take and kind of get those entered in before the deadline.
Great. Again, this will be our 4th quality assurance opportunity, and this is going to be on March 14th. And this will be another general animal quality assurance, going over the basic quality care of animals, the good production practices for this season. And this will be from 2 to 4 in the afternoon that day. Kind of worked out better with the schedule that way. And 2 to 4 in the afternoon. And if you have any help with, or need any help with that, or getting registered or scheduled for any of these events, please let us know. Our office is open 8 to 4. Give us a call or send somebody an email. I'll be happy to help out.
And also on that same date, on that Saturday, March 14th, we will have representation in Columbus at the Ohio 4-H Conference, and that is for teens and volunteers. So we will be sending individuals to represent Pike County at that event. And then everything kind of wraps up with the enrollment period on March the 16th. That is our deadline for all clubs and individuals to be enrolled through our office. That is the deadline. So there's still plenty of time to get that done, especially with the offerings we're having in the evenings to help clubs and individuals. So trying to make sure that we meet all these deadlines and everything's done in that amount of time. So this covers January, February, and March happenings, and we will continue to provide updates and send out information on a regular basis to make sure that no one misses the deadlines. One deadline that's not on there I did want to mention, our scholarships. So for our graduating seniors that are 4-H members, just a reminder to you that February 5th is the deadline, and those forms are on our website at pike.osu.edu under the 4-H development tab, and then under forms you can find the scholarship application and the rules for that. There's many scholarship opportunities available to our 4-H members. Please, if you are looking for any financial assistance moving forward after high school, please check these out. There's a lot of money that's awarded, and we would love to have as many applicants in there as possible to make sure that we are helping further your education following high school.
Yep.
So that about wraps it up for this edition of Pike County News Extension Update. Feel free to give our office a call at 740-289-4837 at any time if you need more information or clarification. Also, you can check out our webpage at pike.osu.edu, and you can also follow us on Facebook.